welcome back. I'm your host, SR&B. We're talking with the Lieutenant Colonel from the high school ROTC, Colonel Hine. So tell us a little bit after your coaching days that you got into ROTC from Dr. Roberts.
Yeah, I was on vacation in Colorado, and he gives me a phone call, and he says, how'd you like to give up teaching English and history and run an ROTC program? And I really enjoy coaching because I'm winning. And he said, well, and then he explained it all to me, and so I made an appointment to come in and talk to him and the principal, and we did, and they made it pretty inviting, since I was going to get colonel's pay again instead of teacher's pay.
Oh, that'd be good.
The federal government pays the district for us, so it doesn't cost the district that much money. And since then, it's been really interesting. I had to take a bunch of courses and get certified and all this stuff.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, you have to get teacher certified in ROTC.
Oh, even to do that?
Yes.
And how do you know Dr. Roberts?
Just working here in the district.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We'd cross paths once or twice in the Army, but, we weren't, we didn't know each other. Till we talked, we didn't know we'd cross paths.
Oh, really? And found out you were in the same units? Or?
Well, we weren't in the same units. We just crossed on the same bases, in the same places. He might even have phoned me, but I don't know that, because he's a pilot.
Oh, was he? I didn't
Yeah,
know that.
was a chopper pilot and instructor at West Point.
Oh, I didn't know that
He's
either.
got a varied career.
Wow.
But I didn't run into him at West Point.
Oh, you went to West Point as well?
No. I went to Rock Chalk Jayhawk, KU. Best basketball program in the nation.
Okay, so give some conceptions about the ROTC for the high schools.
Okay, ROTC got started back with the National Defense Act in 1916, authorized 3,000 schools. It's now up to about 10,000 high schools across the United States. It's had other acts added to it in 64, and in 73 they added the summer camp program. Our cadets went to summer camp in Long Beach this last spring in March for the first time and really enjoyed it. A cadet creed was added in 95 because you had the soldier's creed and everything else, so the Army decided to add that. And it's mostly about citizenship. What we instruct are the ideas of citizenship, leadership. We do foundations and success. We teach them, here's things you've got to do to get a scholarship and go into college to be successful. We do wellness, fitness, and first aid. So if a cadet does ROTC, he doesn't have to take PE or health.
Okay.
He gets credits from us. We also teach map reading, geography, environmental science. This last year we went out to the meadows. What's it called out here? The marsh out there where the pufferfish are? Right outside Pahrump. It's beyond inland. It's where the devil fish is. And we went out there and spent a day and helped them clean up the environment. There's a lot of invasive species, weeds and stuff. And we spent a whole day in one of their springs cutting out weeds and and doing that. Yeah, I'm getting emails from them again asking us to come out there and say, your cadets did more in one day than most people do in a week. And I said, well, yeah, we teach them work ethic. And then we teach a little government and history about the Army. In fact, we teach all the services, Navy, Army, Air Force, everything, Marines, because we're not here to recruit anybody. If they want to join them, we feel they should know about them.
Right.
Okay. We do 70-some events this year in and around the community, and I've got a list of them here. One we'll be doing again this year is the 9/11 Remembrance at United Methodist Church. And then we did Wild West opening day ceremonies. We march in the parade at harvest time. Part of our program to teach people about college and how to get in and how to be successful there is the UNLV brings speakers out. I bring those speakers out. Also, the ROTC recruiter comes out and tells them all the things that ROTC can do for them. So they can get a 4-year scholarship. I got 5 people off the scholarship from last year.
Wow.
New Mexico State got most of them, then Navy, but I'll live with it. Then I have Keyshawn Edwards is up at University of Nevada. It's not UNLV, it's their rival, Reno.
Okay.
Yeah, he went up there, and some others went to small schools that have ROTC programs.
You got a pretty full agenda of things that you said.
Oh yes,
Now you said you're having something for 9/11.
Yes, 9/11, the remembrance at United Methodist Church. All the churches will get together.
Okay.
The fire department, the police department, and we raise a flag and they sing we just people get up and speak about, what they know about 9/11.
And what time is this kicking off?
We're going to be over there about 6:30, but it'll start about 8 o'clock on
Okay.
9/11 next Saturday. Or is this Saturday?
This Saturday.
This Saturday.
Yeah, today's the
Yeah.
9th already, yeah.
Yeah,
So it's,
it's moving fast. I got something going next Saturday.
it's coming up fast on
Yeah.
you. You already got it this weekend.
Yeah.
Wow.
And we do the color guards at all the football games. We did 2 Veteran Day ceremonies last year, one at the Nugget and then one at the American Legion. So we did 2. And we do a lot of double day. If it's anything to do with the military or the flag, we'll usually do 2 or 3 events in that one
I
day.
remember they had that one ceremony at the Nugget
Mhm.
where they put up all the different branches of the flags.
Yes, to do all that. And we raised the garrison flag up because they didn't know how to do it. Well, first of all, we had to go over and change out the older one
Right.
because it was real raggedy. And it says, my cadets aren't dealing with this. And so we
Jeez.
took it down for them, folded it up, and they sent it off to be repaired. And they just left it down, and so we put up the new one for them.
And do you ever do anything with the cemetery by the house, by the library, Chief Tacopa?
Yes, we did last, it was right at the end of the school year. We did that, and we did the Marine, the 94-year-old Marine has his own little park down there.
In front of his house?
Yeah,
his
he
little,
just passed away. Oh, I got it written down. Let me look it up. I should know that because I just talked to the gunner a couple days ago. Special Olympics, we do Special Olympics. It was Ash Meadows Community Service Project. Memorial Day, oh, okay. Memorial Day ceremony at CG Sweet Park. And then we also did a ceremony at the VFW and the cemetery because they have a walk of heroes.
Right.
And we did that also.
Yeah, the Marine Corps League
Same
wound
day.
up laying all the concrete. They all donated their time,
Yep.
and they made it to where now you can actually do ceremonies on there
Mm-hmm.
for the flags and for guest speakers.
Yeah, we opened up the new hamburger joint down there. What's it called?
Carl's Jr.?
Carl's Jr. Yeah,
You
we were
did
down
that there?
Yeah, we did a color guard there for them.
didn't know about
opening
that.
ceremony. The city manager called us up and asked for it, so we did that. We did my color guard and soldiers or cadets got to meet the governor. We did color guard for the governor when he came to town.
Okay.
Senator Ensign.
Oh, really? He showed
yeah.
up as well?
Yep. And then we did to be Governor Stovall. we did a one for him out at the RV park, a big dinner they had for him. Republicans did. We went to Las Vegas for the Regional American Legion Conference and worked with the mayor of Las Vegas. The kids really enjoyed that because he's always escorted by his showgirls. The cadets were real happy about that.
What, the showgirls?
Yeah, seeing the mayor.
Oh, of course.
Seeing the mayor. Yep.
How many cadets do you have in your academy, in your class?
201 was our last count. I think the last count for the school was 1,383.
You got quite a few cadets in
Yeah.
there.
Well, my wife works in Las Vegas at a school called Chaparral, and they have 2,600 students, and a Navy ROTC, and they have about 130.
So not doing too bad,
You know,
201.
we're doing well. You know,
Really brought up.
we combine with Salvation Army. We helped them with the Red Kettle campaign last year.
Okay.
We worked with the churches on a canned food drive. We collected 815 cans and turned it over to the church for their food bank. And so we do a lot of things. You know, if anybody calls us, you know, this is anybody in the community listening, we worked with the Rotary Club, did 2 things for them. We actually gave a briefing to them on what ROTC does, because a lot of clubs are looking for something, you know, after they have their dinner or their lunch, for some kind of presentation. We do that. It's part of our training for the kids to learn how to public speak. And so I have my cadets will get up there and give a PowerPoint demonstration, answer questions about ROTC.
Sounds like you have a lot to offer with ROTC. Sounds like it's something everybody should pretty much
Yeah,
try to get
and
into.
if the kids decide to go into the military, because not all of them do, probably, I'd say we start with 75 to 80 freshmen every year.
All right.
By the time they're seniors, we'll have 20 to 25. And some join, you know, some don't. But they all go off You know, we graduate like 98% of our cadets.
Wow.
You know, which is much higher than the state average.
And that helps them when they join the military, because if
Yes.
they get a letter from you,
Yeah, I'll give every graduate, anybody who serves 3 years in ROTC, you don't have to go all 4. You serve 3 years in ROTC, you get a letter from me that if you do join the military, you go in 3 ranks higher than anybody who just
So
walks off the street.
you get
They go in as
guaranteed
an E3.
E3 then. Which,
And if also I write a lot of letters of recommendation for college scholarships, not just Army or Navy or Air Force ROTC scholarships, but for other scholarships. I wrote one for a guy who got a scholarship at a Bible college in Missouri
okay.
last year. He wants to be a preacher, so he wouldn't join in the Army or the Navy or Marines. He's on his way to Bible college in Missouri. I think it was Northwest Baptist Bible College. It's right out. He said it was about 50 miles from Fort Leonard Wood. I said, well, I know where Fort Leonard Wood is, but I don't know where Northwestern or Eastern, Baptist Bible College is. It was a small college of about 800 kids, but he got his scholarship, so got accepted. So, we do a lot of that. And then I help the kids. Starting their junior year, we spend time teaching them how to get scholarships, how to write the letters, what their grades got to be, that they got to be in more activities than just ROTC or football or volleyball, basketball.
Right.
They've got to be in, Scholars Bowl, other chess club. They got to work within the community. They got to, work at old folks' homes. Because when scholarships, they give it to the most rounded person. They don't give it to the person with all A's.
Okay.
They want, even ROTC scholarships want you to have rounded activities, sports, clubs, community service, and good grades.
I imagine you can donate your time over at the VA clinic helping over there.
I had 2 girls, Cadet Heppel spends a lot of time at one of the old folks homes there, and she brings back a letter from them saying this is how many hours she spent there, because they get credits for that, in our unit for promotions and medals and stuff, and
Oh,
awards
really?
and stuff. Yes, he says we have
Okay.
one big one left.
We got one big one left. That's
Yeah.
it, huh? So, how many more years you plan on being at the high school?
Oh, I got that Army military every 3 to 4 years. I got to move on, because Dr. Roberts caught me right at that time where I was ready to move on. That's why I was in Colorado job interviewing, and he called me up. I came back here and interviewed her and got this job. And I said, okay, we'll stay.
So-
Because she's an old Air Force brat,
All right.
so she moves every 3 or 4 years. We've just been doing that.
So
for
you still
30,
get that in your blood
30,
just to
40
pack
years,
up
every
and
3 or 4 years.
Always gotta
new
break-
job, new area.
always got to break down the tent and move up
Yep,
and put
yep.
us up somewhere else.
CSMO, close shop, move out.
Like Halo, right?
Yep.
High altitude, low opening.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to do it for this week's show. I thank you for having the Lieutenant Colonel on the show with us. Thank you for your time, Colonel. I
It
know
was a
you're
pleasure.
looking at your list. I know you're a busy man.
Mhm.
And so you can try to make it to the 9/11 this Saturday. We'll be at the church. And then say hi to Lieutenant Colonel there. He'll be here. He'll be over there coordinating it, as always. So we'll see you next week on Semper Fi. Thank you for showing up. Semper Fi and hoorah. Thank you, Colonel.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you.